Hi, I'm not at the station, I'm out in the country, and it's beautiful. And as I look around me, I think about beauty, peace, consolidated beingness, and just simple overall awareness of love. And quietly creeping into my mind is a media report I listened to earlier about addiction. From a paradigm perspective, I put it to you that we need to look very carefully at addiction or dependence, which either of those two terms you wish to use. There's a proposition that perhaps we could consider, which I put to you places addiction and dependence into its full context. Addiction to chemicals, addiction to things like marijuana, for example, and the others, alcohol, nicotine, they're all equal, you know. They stand out on their own, and it's very easy to say, well, I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't shoot up and I don't do whatever. However, if you think about your commitment to self, small s self, I think we are all addicted. We're addicted to wealth, we're addicted to power, we can be addicted to sex, we can be addicted to emotional positions, we can be addicted to politics, we can be addicted to all sorts of things. Think about in your own life. I think in mine, I don't think the number of times that I can really measure the quality of my love is when I've been able to step away from my small s self. Think about our lives. Think about when we're talking to a loved one, or when we're talking to an unloved one, someone who's really, really offside with us in a lot of ways. How different it looks when you remove the filter of small s self and place yourself in the place of the other, unconditionally. So if you think about it, the addiction to small s self is probably more lethal in our society than the addictions to physical substances, to chemicals. It is like a poison, and it eats away at the very foundation of our love, of our compassion, of our connectedness. Just a thought. It softens your view to those who are visibly connected and addicted, if you like, to things which are identifiable. You can hold them up there and say, this is a joint, or this is a syringe, etc. But you can't always, and don't ever, in fact, hold your heart up and say, this is a heart which contains broken love, my broken love, my commitment to small s self above all else. I don't know what you reckon about that. Hope it's not too preachy. See you soon.